Xu Jingming hesitates when offered the glowing blue pendant, realizing its power far exceeds the Tier 7 talisman from his teacher. Ling Xuan confirms it's a Tier 8 talisman that can block a mid-rank Grandmaster's strike. Noting it is no longer useful to her, she offers it to him as a reward. Accepting the artifact, Xu Jingming vows his loyalty to the vice principal. Ling Xuan calmly dismisses the promise, advising him to focus on his cultivation. As Xu Jingming fastens the new talisman to his wrist, Zhang Luo watches, silently wishing he had one too. Watching Ling Xuan levitate, Wang Gu realizes how much she values Xu Jingming and resolves to get on the young student's good side. Ling Xuan then asks if Xu Jingming is finished, suggesting they return to Magic City Ability University together for the new term. Xu Jingming politely declines, explaining he has unfinished business. When she asks how much longer he needs, he estimates it will take another 2 days. Surprisingly, Ling Xuan decides to wait for him, promising to escort him back once his cultivation is complete. Xu Jingming smiles and accepts her offer, while a sweating Zhang Luo watches in envy. He is astounded that a high-ranking grandmaster is acting like a personal nanny for a student. Later, in his luxurious villa, Xu Jingming wakes up in bed, looking groggy as he checks his phone. His sleepiness vanishes as he panics, realizing he slept for 2 full days. Running from his room, he laments having only 2 hours left in the Thunder secret realm to comprehend liquefying lightning. He sprints down the hallway but stops short, shocked to see Ling Xuan calmly meditating, floating within glowing blue magical runes. Without turning, the vice principal asks if he rested well. A stressed Xu Jingming replies that he did, but nervously adds he has almost no time left to complete his lightning training. Ling Xuan calms him, revealing he no longer has a time limit because Branchmaster Wang upgraded his S-Class pass to a permanent one. Relieved, Xu Jingming thanks her. The vice principal clarifies she didn't do much, as it was Wang Gu's initiative because he values the student's potential. However, Xu Jingming guesses the Branchmaster granted the upgrade out of respect for her. Ling Xuan agrees but notes Wang Gu is unaware of Xu Jingming's true SS rank talent, which would have secured the upgrade anyway. She then warns him to prepare, as his rank will inevitably be exposed during the upcoming National University League. When he asks what to prepare for, she lists temptations like wealth, power, fame, and women. She emphasizes the rarity of his SS rank talent, unseen in 4 years, and urges him to guard against such distractions. Xu Jingming respectfully assures her he understands. Ling Xuan adds that, compared to wealth and power, she is most concerned about him being tempted by women, calling it the most common trap used by foreign factions. Stepping closer with an intense look, she makes a suggestive offer. If the 2 girls with him fail to satisfy his needs, he should inform her, and she will personally help resolve the issue. Caught off guard by the wild statement, a heavily blushing Xu Jingming awkwardly stammers that such measures won't be necessary. The tension breaks when Ling Xuan calmly calls someone inside, inviting them in as she and Xu Jingming turn toward the doorway. Branchmaster Wang Gu enters with Zhang Luo. He reassures the student that the hostile Li Qianghai has been imprisoned, guaranteeing the Li family will no longer pose a threat. Xu Jingming smiles and sincerely thanks the Branchmaster for handling the situation and for permanently upgrading his pass. Wang Gu brushes off the thanks, saying he is merely nurturing the country's top geniuses. To further help, he announces he has arranged 24 hours of access to the highest floor of the Thunder Tower for Xu Jingming. Thrilled, Xu Jingming thanks Branchmaster Wang again for the access. Behind him, Ling Xuan manifests a glowing golden teleportation portal. Ling Xuan gently pushes him forward, offering to take him there personally. Before entering the portal, Xu Jingming says goodbye to his senior, Zhang Luo, promising to return to school right after his cultivation. Zhang Luo waves back, saying he came to see him off. Branchmaster Wang Gu and Zhang Luo watch as the portal flashes and vanishes. At the Thunder Tower, massive bolts of raw green energy strike the building's exterior. Inside the highest floor, Xu Jingming sits cross-legged as intense golden lightning crashes around him. With lightning reflecting in his eyes, he notes the energy here is purer and much closer to its origin than what he experienced on the 100th floor. He extends his hand, focusing as he channels the raw, jagged lightning into his palm to understand its true nature. 17 hours later, his training pays off. The erratic arcs of electricity on his hand begin to condense into a dense, glowing fluid. Opening his eyes with a satisfied smile, Xu Jingming watches the liquid lightning flow across his fingers, knowing he has finally mastered the liquefaction stage. Standing, he casually molds the liquid energy into a swirling, condensed golden sphere. He notes that simply throwing the lightning in this form will cause destructive damage. Wanting to assess his strength, he summons his holographic system interface to review his attributes. The screen displays his stats, confirming his SS rank ability, high vitality and spirit, various combat skills, and his balance of over 18,000 ability points. Xu Jingming concludes that 18,000 points are not enough for Tier 4. He decides to upgrade his combat techniques instead, planning to wait for the National University League to farm the points needed to level up. He envisions the upcoming tournament's survival match, which focuses on hunting beasts. Knowing it will feature many Tier 4 monsters, he sees it as the perfect opportunity to harvest ability points. Deciding to spend his points on combat techniques, Xu Jingming upgrades his body forging skill, the indestructible Thunder Body, to the 5th stage. A massive burst of energy erupts from him as his body transforms, his hair turning bright and wild. Standing in his enhanced state, he is thrilled. He notes the 15,000 point upgrade increased his vitality by nearly 1,000 points. Realizing his improved physique requires an equally strong offensive skill, he decides to upgrade his fist technique to the master level as well. To test his new power, he steps forward and unleashes a Thunder Fist, sending a devastating, concentrated blast of golden lightning forward. Examining the deep cracks on the reinforced wall, he smirks. He estimates his power is enough to one-shot a peak Tier 4 beast and fight evenly in close combat against a Tier 5 monster. With his training complete and power boosted, his wild hair settles down as he turns to leave the training room. Stepping into the hallway, he rejoins Vice Principal Ling Shuang, who looks at him with surprise. She notes that while he achieved liquefaction, his body also grew much stronger so quickly. Hiding his system, Xu Jingming claims he just got lucky and broke through his indestructible Thunder Body technique to the 5th stage. The Vice Principal recalls this technique was created by his teacher. She also remembers personally approving his teacher's request for a precious SS rank Tier 8 Thunder Tyrannosaurus blood essence to aid his cultivation. With his business at the Thunder Tower concluded, Ling Shuang summons a golden teleportation circle, and the two prepare to head back to the university. In a grand Gothic castle, two hooded subordinates report to the Heavens Mandate sect leader that Archbishop Bloodkill was slain by Ling Shuang. Fooled by the university's deception, they state Ling Shuang was heavily injured and can no longer protect Xu Jingming, asking to resume their assassination attempts. Eager for the kill, one hooded cultist with jagged teeth volunteers for the mission, swearing to execute the young genius himself.